Well, bless God for how far the Lord has brought us in this year. I know it's been a very interesting year for so many of us, but all the same, we thank God that He has brought us thus far. I just want to share with you something quite important, and I know it's going to bless you. When God keeps you waiting, there's a reason for that. And I believe that it is for a good cause. Always remember that His thought for your life are thought of peace and not of evil, to give you hope and a future. If God is making you to wait, then be prepared to receive more than what you have bargained for. Sometimes it may seem God has forgotten about you. You have prayed and maybe you have fasted a couple of times, but all to no avail. The mountains of problem seemed unmovable. And maybe you have found yourself in a position where you have even questioned the existence of God because you think He has forgotten about you. Far from it. God is still God. He hasn't changed. It doesn't need improvement. Can you imagine this? God does not need personal development. He's still the ancient of days, and yet He doesn't grow old. When God keeps you waiting, it means He has something better even for you. Don't run ahead of God. Just trust in God's timing. He's got the perfect timing. Man may see you but not notice you. But God is not the same with man. He has not overlooked you. He has something in store for your life. There will be a day when the timing of all of this will finally make sense even for you, and you will be grateful. So wait upon the Lord. Don't give up on God. I read a story about a woman who was making dinner for the family. And then, the little toddler came. But prior to that time, she brought out the fish from the freezer. And then the toddler started crying, wanting the mother to give her the raw fish to eat. But then the mother tried to explain to her, in the language that she thought the little toddler will understand, that she needed time to take out the bones, and then she needed time to spice up the fish, and then eventually cook the fish to get that meal ready for consumption. But the toddler wouldn't have any of such. She cried and threw herself on the floor. But then the mother ignored her and eventually cooked the meal. And when the meal was ready, she served this to the family. And the toddler had a wonderful, wonderful dinner that night, forgetting about all the drama that she had put up. Do you know that sometimes we are like that? We are crying for these blessings. But God is saying to us that it is not yet time for you to receive that. God is saying, I need to spice it up. I need to cook it and take out the bones so that you don't get choked by this blessing. If only the little daughter knew, she would have waited patiently. And great lesson for us. Philippians chapter 4 verse 6 tells us that we should not be anxious for anything. We must be still and trust God for the process. He's spicing it up, and when the blessing is done, you will enjoy it to the fullest. Isaiah chapter 40 verse 31 says, wait upon the Lord. And Job was trying to reveal even unto us in Job chapter 14 verse 14 that all the days of my appointed time I will wait on the Lord till my change comes. When God keeps you waiting, it is for a greater purpose. One day you will wake up and you will be so thankful to God that you did not settle for less, that you chose to wait out His plan even for your life. Please never mistake God keeping you to wait for His absence. God has a wonderful, wonderful purpose for your life. You may not understand now, but at the end of the day, you will understand why all of these are happening to you. And I pray for you that are waiting on the Lord for one thing or the other, that your waiting will not end in wailing. I pray for you that as you wait upon the Lord, you will prevail over every of your travail. And like Job said, all the days of my appointed time will I wait until my change comes. God bless you. Please do share this video. I know somebody needs to hear this word and it's going to bless and change that life. Wishing you the blessing of the season. God bless you. Have a wonderful day, and it's going to be a wonderful crossover into the year 2020.